all that you got. Give me love. Give me all that you got. Give me love. Give me all that you got. Give me love. You know I need you all the time. Give me love. Give me all that you got. Give me
love. 2023.
2023's here. We did.
Wait. Okay. We made it without
we did it.
killing each other.
Well, we haven't seen each other.
That's
you know,
true.
these past month and a half. I mean, holidays, no school. Like it's a given. But yes, it is a new year. Who are we?
We are the Shoot Your Shot podcast, as known in 2022, carrying over into 2023. I am Julia, joined alongside by Drake Vidito. It's Italian, right?
Yep.
Okay.
What is Schwaki? German?
German.
Yeah,
Well, actually, it's Czech
that's-
Republic, but we'll go with German.
You're-
It's more easy
You're
to
Czech.
relate to. Yeah.
It is a new year.
Yeah.
How did you celebrate? Did you celebrate New Year's? Were you at home or were you with your friends?
I was with friends.
Either or and both?
Yeah, kind of. So I was at home, obviously, for the holidays for a week and a half, and then came back to Oklahoma New Year's Eve, spent time with friends, enjoyed it. You know what I didn't realize is that I didn't see any fireworks anywhere like in Oklahoma City. There were a couple, but normally you see a ton, especially in downtown areas. There were none. I don't know. Is there a burn ban here or like firework ban? No.
Not in this part. Not in this time. Sorry, I turned my Wi-Fi off because I'm putting it on my hotspot. But so you were here.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I was also here, but I was actually working. I
Oh,
know,
that's
shocker.
right. No.
Shocker.
No,
I
that's
know.
not a shock. I'm actually. You were working. Was it?
We were doing post game. Yeah.
Oh, the Thunder did play New
Hold on.
Year's Eve,
Hold on.
didn't they?
Hold on. We'll get there. Hold on.
So you know what?
So yes, I was doing Thunder post game. Okay, and I'm glad we're talking about this because I had a bad moment.
What happened?
Had a really, really bad moment. Like,
Sorry, I just. Oh wow.
are we okay? Do we have
Oh my
a breaking
goodness!
news update?
Listen, breaking news coming from good old Snapchat. An old dear friend of mine, Drake. Do you remember Ashton from?
Yes, Mr. Charles.
He's watching us.
Ashton. Hey, Ashton. God, I haven't seen him since.
Since Ashton, okay, if you followed us, didn't? Okay, yeah.
Because Southwestern ended up. We had an exhibition game with Southern Nazarene. I think it was 2 years after I left. So that would have been our junior year.
Right.
So what year was that? That was right before COVID, wasn't it?
Yeah,
That was right
Ashton,
before COVID.
if you're still watching, please put in the chat when you left SNU. That way we know. Because oh my gosh, I mean I've been there for
I
played
think
there for
I think
years.
Ashton transferred after that year, so it would have been his senior year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
So
we're waiting on it. How do we
Ashton, love you, miss you. Hope all is well in your side of the world.
do we look
We're good.
okay on your
Yeah, we're
side?
good.
Okay, I
we
didn't
had
know.
some technical difficulties, but we're back. So I wanted to talk about the working New Year's, okay? Because I did a stupid thing, and
Yeah.
I know we don't have the Merry Christmas. It's fine. It's past Christmas, but
Oh,
I did a
I
stupid
put
thing.
it up.
By the way, if you're in Oklahoma City immediate area, 107.7 The Franchise is where you can find me after every single Thunder game, besides this one because we're running NFL tonight. You can hear me and my post-game thoughts about how the Thunder do. I actually have the Thunder game pulled up right now on my computer. It's not working right now, but it's fine because
He
What?
is what I said.
Oh,
He is-
okay.
So that's the new
Nice.
follower.
Nice.
Well, we were wrong, Ashton. We thought whoever had followed us earlier was somebody else, but now that you've clarified,
That's great.
amazing.
Does that get us? Did that get us up to 48? Yes, it did.
Oh my
Two
goodness.
away.
Ready? Okay, before we start your story, Ashton, if you get someone to follow us and you send us receipts, you will be in. Drake, I have the.
The hot minute.
Oh no, just kidding.
At-
Yeah, you'll be entered to win $100 in our Hot Minute Challenge. So
And if we'll do the actual segment later, we already drew names, and
Mm-hmm.
you'll see what we're talking about. Basically, you got to answer 10 questions correctly, and you win $100, like real money. Like I'll PayPal you right now, Ashton. Okay, but anyways, I was doing post game, okay, and then this past week I had to fill in 2 other days on the morning show. So we get to Friday, right? Okay, I'm in there. It's like 6 a.m. And Matt Burton is another fill-in because Todd was gone. And so Matt comes in because the timesheets are behind the desk, the board where I work, okay? And so, oh, this makes me so mad. But he goes, hey, did we have post-game this week? And I was like, yeah, we had it on Monday. And I can't remember who they played. It doesn't matter. But he goes, okay, I was just going to mark my hours down. I was like, what? He goes, yeah, I'm going to mark my hours down. I was like, you've been marking your hours down for when we've been doing postgame? Because postgame's like an hour. Like we literally get to the station, we talk for 45 minutes postgame like immediately, and then we're out of there. So me not knowing, and to be honest, no one telling me either, I have not been marking down my hours for Thunder postgame at all this season.
So is it?
And not only that, but Matt puts down 2 hours.
You're just exposing him on live.
No. It's fine that he puts 2 hours. I
Oh,
understand
okay.
because especially when we're days where it's a home game and we're at Flint. It's
Oh.
it's more. Listen,
Okay, well,
it's
'cause
more than 2
you
hours.
said hour, and then you said he puts 2 hours.
No,
so it's like,
we're on in an hour, but I think he's taking also into account like the days that they're away and we do it like in studio. He's still at the studio watching the game.
Oh, okay.
So he's technically doing his job. Doesn't matter. Just know that I'm an idiot.
So do you get kind of paid good for post game?
I mean, for post game, it's just like the hourly wage. I'm not going to say the hourly wage.
You
but
want
I'm
the
just,
money. You want it.
I mean, we're almost halfway through the season. That's 41 games. We're in
Dang.
for just 2 hours.
You know what you could buy with that
That's
money?
What?
A lot. I can think of a few things you could buy with the money
A
you
lot.
just missed out on.
You can buy a lot. But yeah, that was my stupid realization of last week. But besides that, it is the new year. Do you have any New Year's resolutions? It kind of so. And what's even funnier about it is that Jerry, the guy who is after the morning show, comes in, and I'm like, because he's like the guy that gets all the Thunder stuff together. He puts together the pre and post game crews and everything. He gives us all the schedules. I was like, bro, what the? No one told me. No one told me that I should be putting my hours down.
I do agree with you that, I mean, I don't want to say that it was idiotic for you to not think about that, but the fact that no one told you makes it all that worse. I'm sorry.
I'm over it. It's fine.
I can one up you, maybe.
Oh yeah, we're like a payment situation.
No,
Oh,
no, just
like a
something that
dumb realization.
no, just something that just something that happened to me over New Year's that I was just like, man, just I couldn't have gone about it any better way, but just the fact that it happened was just kind of stupid.
Okay.
It'll be quick. Yeah, I went to dinner with a few
Oh my God,
friends.
tidbit updated too. God,
Did it
I
really?
love technology.
Oh, we need to. Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, good call. Good call.
Just don't. It's gonna slide, so don't hit it if you get excited.
I get excited quite a lot on this show.
There we
Okay,
go.
there we go.
Okay.
All right. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna try to keep it very. I don't want to on the vague side because it's a little much. I went to dinner with a few friends for New Year's Eve in celebration of the new year.
Of course.
Okay. So we got more dressy just because, I mean, it's New Year and New Year's, the plural. That's another
Yes.
thing. I don't like when people say Happy New Year's. Like, you're not celebrating multiple New Years. You're celebrating one year.
Okay. yeah,
Anyway,
I get
but-
that. I
okay,
get that.
that's just another thing.
Grammar police, but
Yeah,
I get it.
I'm
I
here.
get it.
Yeah. So we got dressed up, we got dressy, had on heels, nice dresses, whatever. Just because we were going to a nice dinner and want to be cute, take pics, whatever. It's fine. So
Right.
I wore a dress, or I should say a romper. Does anybody know what that is?
Like the one piece
It's like it's shorts with
with a
in
like
a dress,
yeah.
but it was also a wrap dress. So it wrapped.
Very popular in the summertime. It is January, but go ahead. Go
Well,
off.
I mean-
go off. Go off.
I wanted
Go
to
off.
hot, so I wore this dress, and it was. In fact, I should have inserted a picture. You can find that on my Instagram, Julia_Schwacke.
Or, right down there.
Yep, it
that
is
we
down
already-
below, so you can go see the dress. It's blue. It was beautiful. I didn't realize that I was going to have to go to the bathroom at some point, and to do that, I would have to take the dress off completely, and it's just uncomfortable. Like when you're in the bathroom, like you just want to go quick and easy, like down, up, go to the bathroom. Fine. I'm trying to keep it vague. So in order for me to go to the bathroom, I literally had to unwrap, take it all the way off to go. So listen, this
What
is
are we doing?
no, I know. This is our intro. We don't have much to talk about
You're
tonight.
right. You're right.
So I was an idiot. I had gone to the bathroom at the restaurant, and it was a smaller stall. And when I had taken it off, I was just careless, and I swung it. I kind of just like swung it off. I think I was just getting frustrated at the fact that I had to take it off all the way anyway. There was a sash that keeps it closed, the dress, I mean. And when I was carelessly throwing it off, the sash went into the toilet.
Oh.
And I didn't realize until I had gotten up, and I'm like,
That's so gross.
and I'm not certain if I had done that before I went to the bathroom or like after the fact that I went to the bathroom. So I was like, okay, what do we do? I will add that
I would call for help.
I just went number one.
Oh,
That makes it all the right. It makes it better, right?
No,
So,
it doesn't.
Yes. So thankfully the dress is royal blue, so it wasn't like nothing was gonna show. So it's like, okay, well I'm gonna kind of put it halfway on and go dry it under the dryer. That really didn't help, but just the fact that like
Did you not? Never mind. Just
carelessness doesn't get you anywhere, people. That's my message. Just like asking questions or refusing to ask questions doesn't get you anywhere. Would you agree?
yep. And just because it's New Year's, I guess a good segue would be before we get started here in the program. Do you have a New Year's resolution? Any? Don't say it's cliche either.
It's not.
It's only cliche to say something and then not do it.
I have to be more assertive and be more optimistic. Those are my two thought processes. I don't really have anything I need to give up or change. I feel like I'm pretty content, but I feel like wow, we're getting deep. Is this like psychiatric hour? Please tell me how you're feeling.
I just wanted your New Year's resolution. I didn't want to know the thought process.
I mean, we could to be more assertive and optimistic. That can be anything. Can anybody else agree? What are yours?
I only have one, and it's to make
Go
as
to-
much money possible in 2023.
Yes. And you know how you do that? You get paid for Thunder Post game.
Yeah, hey, a good start would be putting my hours down, hours that I didn't know I had.
No kidding.
But I won't be able to really full-time focus on that goal until after school last semester. Whoop, whoop. Done in...
When are you done with your
Well,
master's?
I'm done in May
Okay.
for
You
grad
finished
school.
class in May, yeah?
For grad school, yeah. And then I'll be moving on down here to OKC to be closer to the station because I'd probably be making a whole lot more money now if I didn't have to drive so far. The gas bills, not great, but I will be moving in somewhere closer to the station, probably honestly, probably somewhere on the northeast side. Probably around here, honestly, somewhere close. There is a pretty expansive apartment complex, but that doesn't matter. Those
You've
are the
been looking.
plans. Those are the plans. So yeah,
We have a Thunder update from Queen of the Jungle. They're
Do
up
we?
109 to 96, 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Ooh.
maybe we should talk about the Thunder first.
Here, go ahead. Keep it, maybe keep it brief, but just go. I'll let
Okay.
you run with it.
Do you want to start with NFL? I know you're kind of dying to talk about it, and rightfully
I
so.
mean-
It's been one of the craziest stories. Not only of this year, even though we're 8 days into it, but one of the craziest scenes I've ever seen in all of sports. Damar Hamlin.
That's going to be, that was my biggest segment of tonight. I mean, I've been dying
Yeah,
to
let's
talk
start off
about
with
it.
it then. It's important.
I mean, it's kind of, I know everybody's been talking about it, and rightfully so. Do you want to start with that or go into Thunder?
No. Let's start with Hamlin.
Okay.
I mean, I told you got the reins on this one.
Yeah, let me pull up a picture for those of you that don't know what we're getting into. So this is Damar
I
Hamlin.
said my New Year's resolution is to get my life together. Same.
If anybody can read that last comment, that's golden. Me too. Improv. Yep. Anywho, this is Damar Hamlin. If anybody didn't, if you were living under a rock the last week,
Yo, hold up. New follower? We're at 49? I missed it.
No.
Do you have it? Who followed? Can you see? Can you check? Are we going to get to 50? You know what's going to happen tonight?
we're gonna get to 50.
I don't know what the hell we put on that bar. The bar is going to do something when we get to 50.
God, I
and then
hope.
oh, we haven't changed it. I, for one, Julie was like, we should say thank you to everyone. And I was like, no, that. We should say we don't appreciate anyone that
I
listens
mean-
to our show. That's how.
True. No, that's not true at all. Wait.
What's going to happen? I got to keep my eyes on it now. Because if it gets to 50, what's it going to do? Is there going to be like an explosion?
My computer dies. It takes up all the RAM.
We're done. We're not
done.
doing the show anymore. Okay, go ahead. Sorry. We got a
Okay.
new follower, though. So
Yeah.
whoever followed, thank you for following. We
Hey,
appreciate
everybody, keep an eye out on the bar. If it does anything crazy and I miss it, I probably will. So just please let me know what happens. I need explanative detail. Anywho, this is Damar Hamlin. He's a safety for the Buffalo Bills. And what day was this? This was last Saturday. It's been a week.
Maybe it was the Monday night. I think it was Monday night.
It was
Yeah, it
Monday
was the
Night
Monday
Football?
night. Yeah, it was the Monday
Okay,
night
so
game.
last Monday, or it was this past Monday, it was 9 minutes into the game.
I don't
They're
know.
playing the Bengals. I want to say it's 9 minutes into the game. He was going through a routine tackles the guy, gets up, and then just immediately collapses.
Yep.
I have a video, but it's
Yeah, we're not going to
we're gonna be very respectful and not show it. I mean, I know a lot of people are like dying to see it just because it is.
I mean, it's nothing crazy. Like
There's
for
nothing
those
graphic,
for those
which-
who didn't see it, it was literally like it just looked like a plain textbook tackle.
yeah, and out of the respect of course him and just the whole theory of it all.
Because like
I
no
on
one's a stranger to tackles that look horrible in the NFL.
Oh, I've got one
I
on
mean,
here.
oh, you do?
Yeah, because I want to get into that just briefly.
I mean, just like the helmet to helmet stuff is like the easy stuff, right? That's the one everyone knows. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's the ones where, some guy spins, like wraps up around the legs and twists, and the twist goes a little too further than expected.
those I can't watch.
Mainly the leg, ankle, those kind of injuries. And then you just have, the freak, which it was a freak accident that
Yeah.
happened last Monday.
So they were playing the Bengals, and it was a routine tackle, which meaning in that terminology, it wasn't anything out of the ordinary of just a normal tackle. You wrap up, bring the guy down, that's it. It's done. Gets up, he's fine, and then literally a second after he gets up, just collapses.
Yep.
And I mean, you watch and you're like, oh, maybe he just passed out. He didn't eat that day, or just something normal in a sense, or maybe he just fainted because he saw blood. Who knows?
I mean, I saw a couple people saying that it could have been like, okay, so for example, OU played Florida State in their Cheez-It Bowl game.
Jeez, Paul.
Anytime OU got any momentum on offense, Florida State would fake an injury. Okay, probably mostly the wide receivers. I mean, they'd literally get up. And then, they look over the sideline and they see their coach or like one of the associates saying something, and then they just fall.
Tear your
okay?
butt cheek, or
Yeah, but, when you saw Damar Hamlin fall, that was like flat on his back. That wasn't like a wince in pain, like going forward. I mean, he literally like...
have you ever passed out? Ever?
From like a choke.
Hello?
Not standing up though, fighting. Not like a real like getting into it with like family members, like brother.
Oh, when you
know?
lost air.
Yeah, and
Okay.
they took it a little too seriously, But I was already on the ground. Never at a point where I was just like, and then just fell back.
Oh, yeah. Well, And I guess people can relate. When you stand up too fast, I have this problem.
And you see stars.
See stars, or like you get up too fast and you see like black and white flashes. Like, I mean, that's a normal thing. This was not the case. Fell straight on his back, and the entire stadium just silent. Everybody freaks out. They rush to him. People are kneeling. They're checking him out. So the verdict was, we're going to go ahead and pull up.
Cardiac arrest.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pull up the tweet. Read it out loud. So DeMar Hamlin suffered, this is what they had tweeted when they found out what had happened. Suffered cardiac arrest following a hit in our game versus the Bengals. His heartbeat was restored on the field, and he was transferred to the UC Medical Center for further testing and treatment. He is currently sedated and listed in critical condition. So his heart stopped, and I think it went through arrhythmia. I mean, we're not medical professionals over here.
I don't know what the medical terminology is. It's a moment in time, like a specific split second where pressure is applied to your part of the chest that's right above the heart, and there's enough pressure built up to where it just goes into arrest.
I have it here. It is not yet known why Hamlin's heart stopped, but cardiac experts say the blow to his chest may have sent his heart into arrhythmia. That injury is unusual. The chest must be struck in a brief moment, about 20 milliseconds, while the heart is relaxing. That's not on here. I was reading that.
No, Giraffe. Giraffe has it, I think.
Oh, yes. Giraffe is a Rice graduate, so this is correct. Orthostatic
Rice made it to a bowl game.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, okay.
So, all in all to say, collapsed. It was the Bills trainer that administered CPR.
I think his name's Dillingham.
Yes, that's right.
Oklahoma State.
Of course.
Graduate.
We gotta put an Oklahoma reference.
And honestly, if we're being honest here, if there was a point in time and a place where you would want, where if you had to go into cardiac arrest, that place on the football field with trainers immediately available, best case scenario.
Because he was by the sideline.
Cardiac arrest, less than 12% chance of living through it. And I guarantee you the only reason he got through it was because there was medical personnel on site. I mean, if that would have happened like at his house, he's probably not living today.
And that is why it is such a touchy subject, and that's why everybody has been talking about it, because you don't see this often. And if you're a football fan, if you watch football and you see injuries, I mean, obviously we see the knee injuries, you see shoulder injuries, you see ankle, hamstring tear. You see it all. Obviously concussions. This was just so bizarre. He was on a stretcher. They took him to a Cincinnati hospital.
Yep.
He was unresponsive. What did you say?
He got his pulse back on the field, and then it went away again when they got to the hospital. Mm-hmm. So that's two different times where they've resuscitated him.
And was there, his family was there, and so they were trying to figure out whether they were going to continue to play the game. And then I don't know if it was an hour, 2 hours went by.
About an hour.
Yeah. And they finally just made a decision, okay, we're going to delay the game. We're going to see if we're going to ever, pick it back up, have a later date. Eventually, they just said we're just going to cancel it, which kind of puts a little bit of a damper on some playoff.
It makes it interesting for the AFC Championship because
they're two top teams.
Here's what's going to end up happening if two of these three teams end up making it, which probably. But if either the Bills, I'm trying to remember, it was Bills, Chiefs, and hold on. Anyways, Bills, Chiefs are a third team. I can't remember off the top of my head now. If any of those two make it to the AFC Championship, it has to be played on a neutral field. Someone saying something?
Oh.
What?
Giraffe clarified. When you stand up too fast, it's orthostatic hypertension.
Oh.
So that's when you stand up too fast and you're like, that's not what he had.
So if the Chiefs, it's the Bengals. Chiefs, Bengals, Bills. If two of those three teams make it to the AFC Championship, it's going to have to be on neutral field. Do you know how much that sucks for the team that actually should be getting the home game? Which, in this case, I think right now would be the Chiefs.
That's what I'm saying. It puts a lot. There's a lot of. I mean, I don't want to say consequences. That's probably not the right word, but it's a predicament for a lot of people.
It's tough. But I will say this: the Bills, after that game was canceled, it is Sunday, by the way. Mostly everyone's playing today. Craziest thing happened.
I've got it.
Is it for the dump? We can save it for the dump.
No, it's
You
happening
want it?
now.
Okay.
So we'll go back to Damar. So essentially, he recovers his neurological function. He's in the hospital. He ends up being okay. But I guess the biggest thing I wanted to discuss about it is that sports in general, you never know what is going to happen. I mean, you can admit that you're going to have injuries, just the routine injuries that we see. ACL, rotator cuff, concussion, torn ligaments, and like all those things.
I mean, we sat here a couple weeks ago talking about Mike Leach and how
Yeah.
death is fleeting and it can happen at literally any second. So you really need to just make sure you're good to everyone and tell everyone close to you
and,
that you
and
love them.
he had a charity and he was a good dude. And I mean, karma works. I mean, come on. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the fact that sports is so unpredictable. And we talk about the good things and the funny things, but I feel like a lot of times you have to narrow down that and kind of scratch the surface off a little bit and get to the hard, deep stuff. And it was on, I think was it The Jump or Get Up? They talked about it from the time I was at work from about, I don't know, maybe 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning till the time I left, which was about 3:30, 4-ish. It was a 5.5 hour long segment just on this. So the impact of just this one injury, freak accident that one of these NFL players had is it's mind-boggling. Would you agree?
No, it definitely is. But I mean, again, I think this is a little bit different than the situations with, because there's always the topic of conversation every 3 to 5 years that comes up, violent sport, football. I mean, there was the movie that came out with Will Smith,
Concussion?
attacking the NFL. Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
Concussion. This is different. I mean,
And he didn't. And that's what I wanted to talk about too, was like, if you ever have underlying medical conditions that go unnoticed, or if you just get hit the wrong way in it,
it's a freak accident. I
Yeah.
mean, there's no piece of equipment, there's no coach, there's no commissioner that could have done anything at any point in the NFL's history to change what happened on that night.
It's like 1 in a million. And that's what is so freaky, is that anything can happen. And I feel like this is going to flip sports forever. There's probably going to be more testing for underlying medical conditions. Maybe they're going to vamp up equipment. Who knows?
I don't think so, actually.
You don't think so? Why not?
I mean, because again, it's a freak accident. I mean, he didn't have
Yeah,
any.
but
The thing that happened had nothing to do with underlying conditions. It's just that pressure applied at that split second to the heart that made
but
him go
do
into
you know
cardiac
though? I mean,
arrest.
they haven't come out with a statement that he might have had a heart murmur. I mean,
Maybe.
they haven't released.
But I feel
anything
like
yet,
that
though.
would have. I feel like if that was actually a factor, then that would have been released. I mean, it's been a week.
Well, because why I say that is because you always have the trolls in chat rooms like, I can't believe they let him play and they know he had a heart murmur. Like, what if they didn't know? Like, stuff like that.
Yeah, we don't listen to those people.
We
though.
don't, because we're better than them.
Yeah, because we know what the heck we're talking about. But anyways, the Bills played the Patriots today. Did you have that video?
Yeah, he of course he didn't play. He's still recovering, but he was able to watch. He is better now. I don't feel like we announced. He was able to recover to a point where he's neurologically functioning. He's able to talk, breathe, all those things.
He watched his teammates play today,
I gotta
and
find that.
oh boy, they won. They won against the Patriots, and I believe knocked the Patriots out of playoff contention. It was this is the last week, by the way, week 18 of 18 for the NFL, and then it's wild card weekend next
It
week.
is.
Do you know how crazy that is?
It's
I remember us getting ready for the NFL on this show, like the season. Like we were talking college football, basketball was also on the horizon, and it's done. You don't
know
have
if
it?
I have it.
Okay, that's fine.
Actually, I just want to see.
Because I would like to let do you have it?
I'm gonna look.
I'm about to start going off.
No. You're gonna let me find it. I wonder if this is it.
Anybody else want to share their New Year's resolutions while
This
we're
is
here?
it. Okay, here. Oh,
Is that it?
yeah, let me-
Yes, that is it. That's it.
oh, it's so big. Hold on. Let me start
That's
it
what she
over.
said.
Stop it. Okay, it's gonna loop. I guess I just didn't.
That's
have it
fine.
on
That's
there.
fine. Okay, let me give some context to what you're seeing here. Is that okay? Or do you have numbers as well? obviously what you just saw, or maybe what you just saw, or what you're seeing right now, that is the Bills taking it back on a kickoff, kicked by the Patriots. I would just like everyone to know that this was the very first play of the game today, with Damar Hamlin watching. The first play ever since the injury to Damar Hamlin. I almost cried. I
What?
almost
Oh,
cried when I saw
No,
this.
yeah. I
mean,
was watching
the coaches and
live
players were
stats.
crying.
It is everything. I feel like everything happens for a reason, and this was obviously. I don't think anybody expected something.
Oh my
as
God!
horrible as Damar. It's so
That's
good. Look at the camera, the photography person.
Live production. No, you literally minimized it with it on the screen.
Oh yeah, it's you know what? This is raw. We're raw up in here.
We're live producing, baby. You're not going to get this content anywhere
This
else.
is the behind the scenes, not behind the scenes. Where are we going with this? Yeah, they were. I mean, I'm just surprised that these guys were able to play after this all happened.
Well, I think him being okay made it a whole lot better.
Oh well, yeah. If he wasn't, I think.
I mean,
it's
I
a
remember
totally
we were
different
we were
situation.
talking Wednesday morning about if he would have not died, but been in a relatively same condition as he was like before he was able to talk and
Yeah.
write and all this, and it seriously put a question mark on the Bills' season just because you didn't know how they would respond to that. But
Oh, this
now that
response.
he's okay, you
This
obviously
is a response.
I would just like everyone to know that kickoff returns in the NFL are very rare, especially this season. It only happened 4 times before this take back. And I would also like to let people know that this was not the only time it happened this game. The same man took it back twice this game. They ended up beating the Patriots 35-23. I know people love the Chiefs. Don't get me wrong. Patrick Mahomes is a wizard with the football. But I'm taking the Bills as my Super Bowl winner. I mean, the AFC is so stacked compared to the NFC. I don't know if you saw this, but the Jags beat who did Jacksonville play? The Titans today, and Jags win and they're in, and they did.
Mhm.
But I mean, that's an 8-8 team who had a losing record for pretty much the entire. I mean, the Lions almost made it in, and the Lions lost like the first 6 or 7 games. I think they might have a win in there.
They
but
were in a deep hole.
anyways,
at
the
beginning of
AFC is where the champion will end up being from, but I don't know. The Lions and the Packers. Okay, the Lions and the Packers are playing right now. It's the night game tonight, and Todd is a huge Packer fan. I don't think Todd's with us tonight. He's not dead. Don't get me wrong. He's not dead.
not
He's just
with
not
us
with us. He's
anymore.
just not with us here in
Good
this moment.
Lord.
But I was if they end up losing tonight against the Lions, I would just love. I would work tomorrow morning, no pay, just to see his reaction.
Would you just sit there and not
He's gonna be
talk, or
so-
would you
He's gonna
pester
be
him?
so pissed. He's gonna be because he has to do his job tomorrow. He has to talk sports for 5 hours tomorrow, and he's probably gonna have to talk about the game. Anyways, not saying that the
Well-
Lions are gonna win. I think that I would probably put my money down on the Packers if I had to, but the Lions have been doing pretty good to end the season. But yeah, that's all of our NFL talk. You can take that off now.
Well, you did.
Was
did you
that it?
say
Oh, did you
This
have-
was the opening drive of the game. We didn't talk about that. Was it not?
No, this was on the kickoff.
I thought no. There was it. They had an opening drive touchdown.
No, this was this
Did
was
you not
the,
read it?
This was the first touchdown. It was literally the kickoff. They brought it back.
Drake.
Take it off. We just went into detail.
I mean, not really.
Hey, you know what? Right here. New Year's.
New Year's resolution: be better.
New Year's resolution. Don't be.
Don't be stupid. Don't be dumb. Okay. What else?
That's all. I mean, honestly, we can get into it more next week because it's Wild Card Weekend. But
Yeah.
I mean, do you have a straight up pick for your Super Bowl winner? I think most of the money, honestly, is on the Chiefs. I think all the money that is being put on Buffalo is people that are from Buffalo or the
No,
immediate
so
area.
I will say I don't want to jump on the Buffalo train because of what I'm about to say, but I want to change my answer now because of what happened because I feel like it.
Well, you just don't like being in agreement with me.
No, I'm about to be. I was gonna pick the Chiefs. just
Okay.
Because. No, that's up for
'Cause of-
interpretation. No,
Because of Patty Mahomes.
he's gonna take him to the Super Bowl.
Well, my problem with the Chiefs, especially this year, and you can say this about pretty much their last couple of years, they like to play down to their opponents until like the fourth quarter.
And then
Like they let
explode
bad
and-
teams get ahead. And
then he
then,
plays
but I
magician.
mean, that's funny. We can make it a joke, but in the playoffs, when it actually means something and you get down, nerves get a little bit tighter. I'm sorry. When you're actually playing for something like playoff hopes or in the playoffs and it's win or go home.
So that's why I wanted to get into when you're playing for something. I want to change my answer because the Bills kind of have a fire up in their butt now. I mean, they were already playing great to start the season. What are they now? They're 12-3, or they won today?
Ooh, the Chiefs?
No, the Bills. Are they
Sorry, I
12
got a
and 3,
match on
13
Hinge.
and
I was
3?
checking.
Anywho, I am not unpacking that. You can forget that.
13, 14. Who, the Chiefs
Are they
should be
no,
14
Bills.
and 4?
Bills, are they 13 and 3?
If you're not counting,
Well, they won today. So
13 and 3.
okay, because
Right.
well, if they won against the Bengals, it would have been 14 and 3.
They're 13
would
and
have
3.
won.
They're
Okay.
13 and 3.
So I'm going with the Bills now because
Thunder won. Let's go. Well, let's go calmly. Let's go.
yeah,
Thunder won. Let's go.
yeah, Thunder up. I want to say the Bills because now they've always had something to play for, but now that this horrible accident happened to DeMar Hamlin, I feel like it's all that much better, and I feel like they're going to play that much. They've already been playing very well, but I think it's just going to be elevated, and I feel like that's going to be a Super Bowl contention.
It'll be
easy money.
It'll be either them or the Bengals.
Yep.
Who are also playing really good football right now. Sorry.
Joe Shiesty, I love that man.
Oh,
I know that's an unprofessional statement here on the air.
It is. It's very unprofessional. And one thing about the show is I like to stay buttoned up. I like to be really, really
God-
professional.
God
okay?
forbid you unbutton.
Yeah, you've already talked about unwrapping and undressing.
Yeah.
I mean,
we're
what
human.
else?
What am I supposed to do? I mean, God, we're close. What do you do when you get home?
now,
You wanna sing-
obviously not in your case.
that was a special situation. Okay, let's
Do you want to talk national championship semifinal, or do you want to talk Thunder?
Let's just. I feel like Thunder should be brief. We'll make both.
Do you want Thunder to be a part of the dump?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't have any.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, Thunder should be something we talk about
No, of course, but
because
we didn't plan
of
for
the
that.
area. Well, I planned for it.
Okay,
You not doing your job. Shocker.
let's talk about college football real quick, and
Okay.
then we'll get into Thunder. So,
Were you able to watch any of the semifinal games?
little bit, here.
Semifinal number 1, TCU Michigan.
the
Michi-
Fiesta Bowl.
Yep. By the way, the new Fiesta logo looks horrible.
We did talk about that.
I
It's
miss
really
when
crap.
I miss when Tostitos was the sponsor for the Fiesta Bowl. Now it's Verbo. I mean, if I asked 1,000 people in our age range, do you know what Verbo is? They wouldn't know what the to say.
Honestly.
Tostitos, it's the chip that you dip.
So, but why did they lose that partnership? Because Tostitos is
Well,
usually with Mexican cuisine or Spanish cuisine. Well, with Mexican
no, I mean,
cuisine.
it doesn't just have to be that.
Yeah, but it matches the
Maybe
Fiesta
they just
Bowl.
didn't want to. Maybe they just didn't have the funds. I mean,
mean,
they've been the
maybe.
Fiesta Bowl sponsor for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Long time. But it's not about the. It is not. I took a little bit of classic English back in my day. It is not. It is not the sponsor that maketh thy bowl. It is the teams played whence and henceforth.
Oh, jeez. That just took me back to English or comp to when we had to do Romeo and Juliet linguistic analysis.
Did you have to watch the 60s movie of that?
Yes.
The actors are suing for it for child pornography. The two actors, because the nude scene from the girl.
Oh my gosh, she was underage.
Yeah, they were like 15 years old.
Well, I guess nothing really mattered in the 60s, did it?
No, I guess not. Anyways, hope they get their money or whatever. But yeah, Romeo, Juliet, Fiesta, Tostitos, TCU, Michigan. It was like Mayweather McGregor. Just a bunch of haymakers, except that fight was just kind of like Mayweather just playing defense and then taking advantage of windows when he could. This is like Ollie Frazier. This is like Rumble in the Jungle. Okay, TCU gets off to an early lead, yes, and then Michigan wakes up. Now, grant you, Michigan did not have Blake Corum, star running back.
He declared.
No, he was injured. He might have
Who was the
declared-
one? Which team had one of their top players declare for the draft and opt out? Was it Ohio State?
Well, it was okay. Well, we figured this out because I was misled with information.
Oh, you got corrected. I do. Yeah.
No, I got served the wrong information. Yes, I got corrected.
No, but correct it
Jackson
either
Smith
way.
Jigba,
Yes,
the
Jigba.
wide receiver for Ohio State, opted into the NFL draft because he was injured. I didn't know that. But back to TCU Michigan. I didn't listen. We've been talking about it a little bit on the podcast just throughout the season. The Big Ten sucked this year. Absolute booty cheeks. Michigan, Ohio State were like it was a 2-team conference this year. It was Ohio State and Michigan. I did not like Michigan. This is actually going to be really funny. Do you want to know why I didn't like Michigan? Because they're not prepared. The offense they run is very archaic. It reminds me a little bit of Texas A&M. And I'm not saying that because to make you mad. I'm saying that because it's actually true.
Oh, I have a Texas A&M dump video, so it's fine.
Okay, great. Well, Texas A&M and Michigan run a very similar style offense. It's not apt to come from behind. It's very slow. It's very methodical. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying if you get off to a bad start and you have to get like 2 touchdowns down, you're already putting yourself at a disadvantage. And you saw it with Michigan. TCU got up to a huge lead and fast forward it when Michigan was able to finally put some points on the board, and they were just going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and they get to the fourth quarter, and Michigan is still in that same archaic, like, run-the-ball offense, smash-mouth offense. I mean, they were down, I can't remember if it was like 7 or 10. It was like 7 or 10. And there was like 6 minutes left, 7 or 6, 6, 7, 8, whatever you want to say. And they were taking full time off the clock. Like, they were waiting until like 2 or 3 seconds left on the play clock to actually go, like, down the field. They were moving the ball just fine all game, but they never played hurry-up ball at all. And it was just so funny to see because you could tell that they were not conditioned to play with when they were behind because, as we have alluded to earlier, the Big Ten sucked this year. There was very rarely a time where Michigan ever had to play from behind. I think the closest they ever had to play from behind was when they went to Maryland. And Maryland did fine this year. Tua's brother is the quarterback for Maryland. But you could just tell that outside of that game, and I mean, they were up on Ohio State the whole game too. They were just not prepared to play from behind. And that, I think, in the end, that's why TCU. Now, don't get me wrong. Quentin Johnson, Max Duggan, all those dudes did great. DeMarcado ended up coming out for I can't even remember. Kendre Miller. Kendre Miller is the starting running back for TCU. He got hurt, and their backup ended up having a great game too. So
Yes.
I'm just saying we knew what Michigan was all throughout the season. Okay, we were not gonna. None of us sat here one moment at all for however long we've been doing this, 16 or 17 weeks, saying, "Yep, Michigan's going to do it. They're going to be the national champion this year." Hell no. No one. We would never lead you in the wrong way, by the way. We
Well.
would never.
Hello?
Are we live?
Yeah.
Are we live?
It says straight.
We are live. Okay, sorry. My computer's been flipping out.
Like, you're making me go, like,
Well, it looked like on my computer that like ended. Like
gonna
it showed like the most recent video. Okay.
spaz.
Anyways, Michigan lost. Who cares? And then the next game happened, the night game.
This one.
I'm not even. Who cares? Georgia
Let me
and Ohio
talk.
State.
I'm going to type.
Can someone in the chat just confirm to us that we're live? My computer's being dumb. Are we good? Are we good, peeps? Everyone? Is everyone alive? Everyone good? Okay.
Oh, I just spelled that
What
wrong.
did
How
you want to tell me?
embarrassing.
What did you want to tell me about Georgia Ohio State?
Oh, no. I want to. I have said it from the beginning that Georgia was going to come out on top. They were going to make it all the way, go unbeaten, end up playing for the title game. And I still am going for the fact that they're going to win the whole thing. And I'm not taking away from that. I have never said I was going to do that. I almost was very scared because Ohio State had that lead.
Well, Ohio State jumped out on them.
No, what was it at halftime? It was a
I don't
pretty
remember
big lead at half.
Listen, I had a lot of doubts, okay, about CJ Stroud, and I'll be the first to admit it.
Really?
Okay, he had a great game. Four tutties, no interceptions. I think he had like close to 400 yards passing. he had a couple. Don't even look at my.
No,
computer.
no,
It's
I-
not even worth it.
I want to know if we're
go-
live.
No, we are. You can. It would still be here for us, so we're good.
Connecting to chat.
What is happening?
Oh,
Has anyone actually said anything?
no.
Hey, you said I booked a Verbo for my last trip.
You are lying.
I think we're live.
I was on.
I think we're live.
It
We're
keeps
good.
freezing because we were on Cox Wi-Fi. I don't even have Cox Wi-Fi. Whose is that?
Okay, are we good now, everyone? Are we good?
Gosh, we could have been freezing. For
Can a couple people in the chat say, hey, we're good?
newest follower stream been weird. 50. Wait a second.
We got to 50.
Oh my god.
What is it? But it
Freezing
doesn't
up
do.
on everyone. It didn't do anything.
Okay, all right. No, keep it. We're good. We changed. We're good.
Okay.
It didn't do. Is it because we were off Wi-Fi?
We were on Cox.
Okay.
Whose Wi-Fi is that?
Can everyone let us know in chat, please, if we're good now? We changed Wi-Fi.
Oh,
We
I
should
got a
be good.
text from a fellow listener. Let's see.
Well, she said that it's.
Way to announce the gender. We're trying to keep it.
Listen, we've given out names. It's no secret at this point.
How is it now?
Look at that. 50. Yo.
Gosh,
Is that
this
yeah?
can't get any worse. I feel like it's supposed to better.
I think we're good. Oh wait,
No. What are you talking about? No, we're fine.
it would still be on your screen. It would still be going crazy though. So we're good.
No, you know what it was? Someone has Cox Wi-Fi over here, and it hasn't enabled to auto join.
Oh, okay. So we're good, chat. We're good. We'll keep rolling on then.
She said it was bad for 8 minutes.
What? 8 minutes? Is she sure she's being for real?
Probably lying. God,
Yeah, 8 minutes. Someone would have said something.
we wouldn't know because the chat wasn't connected.
I can still see the chat.
Okay, well, we hit 50 followers. So do you know what that means?
Nothing.
Yes.
Oh wait, yeah, it does.
We will be exposing
Oh
our
no.
fetus of a video. When we were freshmen, we announced this last week, I believe. When we were freshmen, we made this video for our video production class, and this is when Drake and I first met.
Oh,
My
no.
goodness, it was awful.
I was pretty funny.
You were funny. I
You were so just like this show. You're so serious, and I'm just like,
people don't change.
relax. You just gotta relax.
Well, I wanted an A plus, okay, and God,
And we,
oh God,
you're not supposed to say the cuss word.
I think I just wanted to emphasize it. God, oh,
What?
people keep telling me about
Is it
how
bad?
laggy it was. I know.
Is it bad now?
No.
No, we're good
How
now.
about? Gosh, we're wasting minutes, people.
We're doing so good. It's good now.
Oh,
we're good.
A lot
we're
of
good. We're good.
A lot of people are chatting. Yeah, I see that. Okay. Anywho, back to what we were talking about. Okay. Here.
So yeah, I have my doubts about CJ Stroud.
Oh, we're back to that. Okay.
There have been a stretch, here and there, spots in the game, spots in the season. What?
A lot of people are chatting. The connection was better at the undisclosed location. Listen.
Yeah, where are we?
No, he's talking about.
It's so funny. Chat is always it's so hit or miss with chat because the only time they say something is if we do something wrong.
Here, go ahead and
How
slap-
rich is that?
Slap me and see.
No.
I'm giving you a free
in this day and age, no. I'm
I
not.
have 9 people at my door ready to be like, take him away.
No, you have no friends. You have no one here
Oh.
for you.
Please.
Okay, so yeah, TCU, Georgia.
I
TCU,
said it earlier. I'm going with the Dogs. They were last year's title winner. I feel like they're going to do it again this year. I know it's hard to win twice in a row.
It would be the first back-to-back natty since
Alabama.
11-12. Yeah.
Alabama did it. And I really do feel like, Georgia's favored to cover by 13. Is that right?
Yeah, but they were Michigan was like 7.5. So
True.
now listen, if you're TCU, you got to play star ball. I mean, you got to put
No,
the ball
yes,
in the hands of your
yes.
stars.
Yes.
No turning the ball over. You can't leave anything up to chance. 50-50 balls have to be yours. I mean, TCU is going to have to play a near perfect game to pull it out. Now, with that being said, I think they can. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Big 12 homer, okay? If you would have asked me 2013, 14, hey, Drake, what's the first team from the Big 12 going to be in the playoff?
Would
You're
not,
going to win a playoff game, not be in the playoff.
not be TCU.
No.
Never.
TCU was picked like 7th
Yeah.
to finish in the Big
They
12
weren't
this
even
year.
ranked.
And then in like 2024, we're going to get 12 teams, and it's going to be great. Okay.
They weren't
I'm getting
even
off.
ranked, though.
Yeah. And their starting quarterback went down. Max Duggan wasn't even starting.
Wasn't even. That's what is so crazy. But
Colorado, game 2 for them. Chandler
Yeah.
Morris goes down. Max Duggan comes. Now, granted, this is not like OU like injury to a quarterback where Dylan Gabriel goes down and you just have no depth at that position. Okay, Max Duggan has been at TCU. He's started multiple games before, full seasons before. So it's not like Chandler Morris goes down and you have like a scrub coming in. Like
he's
he had-
experienced.
He
Yeah.
had the experience. Give it up to Sonny Dykes. First year at TCU coming from SMU. Dude can coach. And now I'm going to say there was a couple of times like game where I was like, probably should have called the timeout there, or hey, maybe you should draw a play up to where, you have a guy running out of bounds. I mean, it feels like a couple weeks ago we were sitting here talking about, I can't even remember who it was against, maybe Tech, where it was like 20 seconds left in the game and they ran the ball with no timeouts left and they just ran the field goal unit out. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it was all to plan, but obviously a couple of those like ball drop moments where you're like, hey, if you're going to do this, I mean, you got to be ready for criticism if
Yeah,
it doesn't go
You
down.
better be perfect.
That moment has not happened. It almost feels like a little bit of a Cinderella season for the Frogs.
No, honestly, and here I will say, TCU is going to give Georgia a game that I could be wrong. That Georgia might walk out here at what is it, SoFi Stadium in LA? Is that right?
Yes.
Hey, that's a great place to play, by the way. That neutral field,
What is 50? What is 50?
50 followers.
Oh, yay!
Jeez, if I have never seen somebody use their context clues so horribly.
Oh,
God,
sorry.
okay.
Okay, is that CFB talk? Do you want to give your pick?
Oh, well, yeah, I already said
I'm-
it, Georgia.
Since Ohio State was my preseason pick to go all the way, I'll go TCU since I don't really have a dog in the fight. Get it, dog?
Do you
He
think?
got that dog in him.
But do you-
Or does he have that frog in him?
Hey, that
I
psychedelic
stand
frog.
I stand with Hypnotoad on this one. You can
Psychedelic
take your
toad.
Stetson Bennett. Hey, you know what Stetson Bennett's going to be doing in a couple of years?
Don't.
Sports radio.
He's so old, is he not? How old is he? He's like 29.
I think, yeah.
He's old.
He's
Hey, if that
old.
old dude can beat young Max Duggan, we got a problem. Hey, but he's going to do it anyway.
All right. Get that
Hey,
off of there.
there's your stats for
Oh, wait,
what's to
what?
come.
Hold on. I
This
haven't
is-
seen that.
This is the
Oh,
this is
the
for-
spread.
Yeah. So
Listen, I get it. Listen, sports gambling in Oklahoma isn't a thing. It's illegal. So there are other ways you have to get around.
I'm walking that fine line.
All right. Should we talk a
We-
little bit about the Thunder, or do you want to go into the dump? Let's go into the dump. We'll talk Thunder next week. We're back on the regular schedule.
We were just talk about their win real quick. Go over
I
stats.
wasn't going to talk about the one. I was going to talk about
Oh, okay.
the
We'll go
last
to the
couple of months for them.
dump. Okay. First media dump in a while. I've got just a little
It's
little
the
bit.
it's the what do we? It's not the media dump, is it?
Sugar shot. Yeah, I changed it. It's not the video dump anymore. There's images and there's sometimes
There's a collection of static and moving images.
media.
This is the collection of static and moving images dump.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, you didn't go number 2 when you were taking off the sash, because that would have been really appropriate.
Oh.
Toilet bowl humor, people. That's what we do.
Toilet
All right,
bowl.
here we go.
Sponsored by me.
By the way, we have the hot minute coming up after this segment. for
Yeah, we
those
got.
of you
Hey,
who
we're
are
gonna hurry
curious.
this dump up. So everybody, pay attention. Strap in. All right. In the Cotton Bowl, Tulane and USC. My goodness, what an ending!
Oh my god. Okay, listen. I'm going to be petty here for a second. Obviously, never once this season did I care for USC to do good in a football game. That's different. I loved what Caleb Williams did this year.
Heisman winner. Good job.
I mean, he would be the number 1 pick this year if this was his 3rd year, but you have to play 3 years
yes.
before you can go to become draft
Giraffe
eligible.
Giraffe. Oh,
I mean, I'm not gonna say okay. We can talk about the play, but we haven't been able to talk about any of the bowl games. I'm not gonna sit here and say I was surprised by the ending. Tulane won by 1.
No, the call. That's what I'm. That's
No, I know that's what we're talking about, but
Yes.
I'm saying we didn't get to talk about any of the bowl games because of holiday. But I'm just saying, like,
Well, they can look.
being an OU fan, 5 years of Lincoln Riley, and when they went up by 14 early, this is the typical Lincoln Riley game. You get a lead early, and then you squander it away
Blow it up.
because your defense is bad. Alex Grinch defense. Now, okay, listen, I'm going to be the first one to say this, and this may not be a popular opinion around here. Alex Grinch was in a horrible spot because of Lincoln Riley. Okay? Lincoln Riley left for USC, and I don't think Alex Grinch, with the numbers, like the total defense numbers, if he wouldn't have followed Lincoln, he's definitely not going to get a spot on Brent Venables,
No.
on Brent Venables' staff.
No,
So where is he going to go?
he's got to stay with him.
I mean, if anybody is looking for a defensive coordinator, Alex Grinch is not even going to be in the top 5 to 10 of your short list. And that's not his fault. I think Lincoln Riley put him in a bad spot. Now, it's great that he's with Lincoln, able to still do the job that, he signed up to do. But in the end, I mean, USC had a bottom defense all year. What?
AJW3. I was the 50th follower. When should I expect my $1,000 check?
Well, actually, we're gonna need 9 people.
To be wrong.
No, we're gonna need 9 people to win.
Oh,
the hot
yeah.
minute because it goes
Yeah.
up to 1,000. That's the cap.
I'm gonna
That's
need
the
to
cap.
get some extra money digging. if you
So
know what
what's
I
his
mean.
name?
AJW3.
AJW3. You're gonna have to start recommending some of your friends so you can enter your name because we're gonna have 9 shoot your shot hot minute winners. in
And
order to
nobody
get
has
$1,000.
won thus far.
And no one's won one yet. And we what 3?
2.
2. This is the third. Maybe
Third.
we'll see. But let's
Uh,
talk about the play. Sorry,
okay.
I had to get my Lincoln Riley
No,
spew
I
out.
got you. It was back and forth the whole. I think. Well, I didn't watch.
Well, it ended up being back and forth the whole game.
Who had the lead first? I was watching this in the office.
USC the first lead that Tulane got
Yes.
was to win the game.
Yes. So, okay, it gets around. I don't remember the score. Essentially, USC is up there. It's in the fourth quarter. This is where this horrendous defense comes into play. They called, so Tulane makes a pass. They get a touchdown. At first, they called it incomplete. You could see at the end right here. They said that he was down before he had possession of the ball. You could see the USC celebration, like, no, incomplete, not going to happen. And then they waved it off and they said it was a touchdown. And Tulane won. And when I was just, I have no ties to OU, but just hearing his affinity for not really being fond of Lincoln Riley.
And you know the situation. I
Yeah.
mean,
And the defense has been horrible. And the last play, and you have a chance. He didn't have to be that open. I mean, would you agree? Watch it again. I mean, it's gonna play. I mean,
I love how you say you turn British for a second. You go, would you agree?
Would you agree with?
Would you agree? I do
I'm not
agree.
even gonna
I
do
do
that.
agree that USC needs to make some radical changes if they even want to make a college football playoff.
Yeah.
Because the Pac-12, it got a lot tougher. It's going to be a lot tougher next year. I don't know if you've seen any of the portal or non-portal recipients. I'm talking about transfers and non-transfers or NFL draft guys that want to go up. All the good quarterbacks, besides Dorian Thompson-Robinson from UCLA, are coming back. Bo Nix is coming back to Oregon. Jackson Penix is coming back to Washington.
What about Bo Nix?
I said Bo Nix before. It was the great Knicks
Not-
matchup of 2022.
Not Stevie.
And it's Penix, not Penix.
It's-
Okay, so
it's
get your
Penix
mind out of the gutter.
Penix and
It's
Bo
only
Nix.
Penix when he plays Bo.
Oh look! Oh my gosh!
What? Oh, they got it. That's what we get. That's what we get.
What is it?
For 50 followers, we get emotes. Let's go.
Play something on there. We finally get little thingies to go on there.
We got emotes now, people. I don't.
Finally, something exciting on this show.
And you know what's actually funny is, oh wait, he subscribed. What?
We can get subscribers.
Hold on. What?
This is
No
breaking news.
way.
We have no idea
Hold
what's
on.
happening.
We got a tier 1 sub emote.
Someone.
It's AJ. It's our 50th
Wait.
follower.
Please explain.
The Chad. He's a Chad. Do it. Do it. What is happening?
I need
It's
answers.
a new year, baby.
I followed him back. You're welcome. And that's the least I can do.
Okay.
Okay, here we gotta
We're
get
gonna
to the
have to
dump.
do-
I don't care about this anymore.
I don't even care about the dump anymore.
I don't care about the show.
I know.
I just want to use the emotes. Okay, here we're gonna go through the dump and then we gotta call because the camera might die.
To everyone that is currently a part of this chat, you can use emotes now. And I do know this. The people that we have hired to be our mods, they can make emotes for us.
Nathan.
HIPAA, what are you doing?
He could be Nathan,
Blake.
king and queen of the jungle.
No, they're not mods. They can't do that.
I was gonna plan on making. I don't know how to get this off of there. It's fine. Let's get through the dump and we'll come back. Okay. All right.
I don't know.
This play.
We'll figure it out.
Oh. It was.
That was. See, that's the one. That's the hit we're talking about.
Yes. This.
The ones
this
that are
was not-
usually the scary ones.
This was.
The ones
not
where someone
targeting.
gets hit and then they're just never moving.
This was not targeting.
Which,
And-
if you look at this in real time replay, it was shoulder led. It was
It
not
doesn't
targeting.
matter though.
Well,
It doesn't. No, we're not going to unpack it. We
No,
can't.
no,
We
no.
have no time.
but I think it still should have been called because it's a defenseless player. That's the difference.
That's what I'm saying. There has to be. I can have a whole segment on this. There has to be more detail to specify what plays should be called. What? I know it was shoulder led, but if you go in the rule book, he was defenseless. He didn't have possession of the ball.
Keep talking. I'm clicking around. Can you get off this?
I don't know why.
It's fine. It was a great game, though. I mean, honestly, what are you doing?
Nothing. I can't get off.
All right, we'll talk about it later.
God, that's annoying.
We'll do it in post. But anyways,
He was so it should have been targeting. That's what I'm saying. That
this is the first year both semifinal games have been good. Since I
Yeah.
mean, this has been around since
Yeah.
2014. There's always been a blowout. And I say this because OU's been to it like 3 or 4 times, and it's always been a blowout. Besides the Georgia Rose Bowl.
I can't. God, I want to get this off. There's chatting going
Scroll
on.
down. Scroll down.
Get
Maybe click the heart. Click the heart.
no. That would say unfollow him.
Well, you might have to unfollow him. Oh, that's why. It's his emotes. There we go. Okay, well, we may not have emotes yet.
Wait.
Do we? Oh, yeah. Ashton's using a 51. What is happening?
I kind of wanted to just stay at 50.
We need a new bar.
Follower goal now 100.
Well,
Wait,
I mean, that is what it's going
Look at these.
I mean, they don't know how to act.
look.
We give them emotes, and then they'll start saying I mean,
There's a
Pete,
Doritos chip.
it's a Dorito. I mean, that has nothing to do with. We're talking about
cares?
Tostitos, not Doritos. Doritos are
Okay.
better though. Okay, next, go. Should we just? Oh God. Okay, okay, yeah, we're going.
Did
We're
anybody
going.
see this? Draymond
this?
Green wizarded the pass.
Oh, this. I looked. Okay. Can I talk? Can I say my 2 cents?
Yeah.
If you there was a comment on Twitter with a zoomed in image, and you don't see the ball, but you see the shadow of the ball right as it's about to hit the court.
Let's
You
look.
won't be able to see it from right there. But you can. It zooms in on his right foot,
Did
and
he
you can
bounce
see.
past it?
He did. and
Okay.
that's why you can see the shadow of the ball in the
So
court.
people were trying to figure out if he bounced past it or if he handed it off, because if he were to hand it off, it's impossible. The emotes are strange. Also another.
They're strange, but you know what? We love them. We love them no matter what. We don't discriminate when it comes to emotes. Look at that. And we can make new ones. Look how many.
I'm just gonna put a bunch that I don't really know what they are, but it's kind of cute. Yay, chat!
Does that mean we're officially official
I
now?
think we're just not a bunch of people talking about nothing. We matter.
We know what we're talking about.
Do we?
Not really.
Okay.
All right.
Basically, the angle that they filmed it at, it doesn't look like it happened, but it did.
Are they
Okay.
playing the Rockets? Was that the Rockets?
I believe
Rockets
so.
are horrible.
They are.
They're the. I mean, you think I make fun of A&M? I could be a whole lot worse about the Rockets because when you're a team that is going to potentially have the third year in a row straight where you have the worst record in the NBA, I don't care what picks you're getting. I don't care.
Oh, we're getting aggressive.
I don't care if you get freaking Victor Wembanyama in this upcoming draft.
They won't be.
There's problems that are more deep than just what the product on the court.
Okay,
for
well,
Houston.
I
Sorry,
have
sorry.
something
Go
that's
ahead.
more
go ahead.
important for you. This is my favorite moment of the past couple of weeks.
Dance
was
off
a-
in Philly.
Oh,
Yeah, this is in
jeez.
Philly. What? Oh, did someone say turn it down?
No, I'm just making sure. Basically, the song "I Just Want to Rock" by Lil Uzi Vert. It's been everywhere, TikTok, social media, everything. And this little fan dance battle was awesome.
Can you imitate?
I actually have a video of
Oh,
Vert doing it.
don't avoid.
No,
Can
not
you
me.
imitate?
No,
You're the TikTok girl.
come on. So Texas A&M forgot their jerseys at the hotel before
That's
their
very-
game against Florida,
Very on brand for them.
and that happens at an AAU tournament. That doesn't happen.
AAU tournaments are poorly run. They ask for way too much money. Don't compare a college basketball team
No.
to an AAU tournament.
Yes, basically their equipment manager's going to get fired. Maybe they should hire me. Okay.
Wow.
This is terrifying. This is the Pelicans king cake baby.
Oh, what?
I
That's
don't
a
know.
real? Is that a real thing?
It is. Yes. And
What
sources are
is
from ESPN.
The Pelicans is in like the New Orleans Pelicans?
I believe so.
Because that doesn't look.
I actually don't know. It doesn't matter. This was on ESPN, and I had it.
It
thrown
looks
in
like
here.
you know what it looks like. It looks like the mask that the killer wore in Happy Death Day.
Right.
You've seen that
I
movie?
wonder if that's where that's
The
from.
movie
Yeah,
where she keeps
yeah.
getting killed and comes back. That looks
Yeah.
like the exact face, actually. I wonder if that's where they got it from.
I don't know, but this
What
jaw
is
number
that?
12, be my granddaddy. I think
Oh,
you get it.
No, I mean, there's not a lot to be left up to interpretation.
It's just good. Okay.
I love Jaw. Love the Grizzlies. I'll take SGA. Thanks. The only difference between SGA and Jaw is that
He's less athletic.
Jaw's got a little bit more complete team around him.
Jaw has more pep to his step,
Yep. But SGA is more dynamic. I'll take SGA. Thank
more
you.
skilled. Okay.
Thank
great.
you.
It is time for the shoot your shot hot
Hot
minute. Little bit.
Are we doing it? All right.
All right. So I will explain the rules as Drake gets his phone
yeah,
out.
Yeah. Hey, explain it to all of our new followers.
Yeah, new
'cause
followers,
There's been a
listen up.
couple.
Peel your ears. You have the chance to win $100 if you get 10 questions correctly. 9 will be sports related. The 10th could be sports related or unsports related. You must get 10 questions correctly answered as we call you via phone in a matter of a minute's time. If you do, you win $100. If not, you win nothing. No apology.
You win nothing.
So,
We have done it twice. No one's won twice. In fact, and listen, a lot of you have complained about certain aspects of it. I make sure, and I go through all 10 questions with my co-host, just to make sure that A, they're challenging enough, and B, that you can actually get through all 10 questions within the time limit. Yes to both of those. I'm sorry, this money isn't coming out of nowhere. It's coming out of daddy's pocket, all right? So if you're going to get the money, you're going to have to buckle down, and you're going to have to get some questions right, and you're not going to have a lot of time to do it. I'm not apologizing.
right. So,
But no one's done it yet. So, with that being said, we do the drawings before the show, and
we don't say we just say
we
them
say
by
the
handle.
username. The username.
We should probably
Go Celtics.
we should change this user's username because I want to keep
Sure name.
this username. We should
Use whose name? Use whose name? Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
should we keep it more discreet or use it by username? Because I feel like because
Kennedick 22, you did
guess.
it, girl. You did it.
or boy
Or-
or dog. We're trying to keep it discreet here.
All right. My favorite part is the phone.
Hello. And
love-
oh, by the way, if we call you and there's any vulgarity, profanity or anything that we don't approve of on our show, immediately hanging up and we're picking a new winner.
And we're also banning you from
You'll
our
never
show.
you'll never get a chance again. So just keep that in mind.
All right, here we go. You ready? You
Hey,
ready?
also the timer will start after the first question.
After the first question.
Okay,
Thank you.
go
okay,
ahead.
Here we go.
What? I was just reading the chat. I'm not sure what that means. Not real babies.
Hello.
Hello, Kenedict 22.
I guess someone just ran
Hey.
ran a mile.
Are you it's, oh my whoa.
That's
Hold
very
on, we gotta
loud.
get some levels. We gotta get some levels. Can you sing your favorite nursery rhyme?
Can I,
Are you ready?
wait? Okay, so I'm just gonna tell you like
Okay.
a little something about your podcast right now.
Oh.
It's like 5 minutes behind, so like you calling me right now was just a total surprise. So I had no time to prepare.
Oh.
Why would
well,
you prepare? You should know these verbatim.
Yeah, that's okay.
I am so behind.
Also, if you could go into a room where it's less noisy, there's a little bit of background noise I can hear.
Yeah,
Is
I
there a
hear, like-
TV
I
around?
hear a chainsaw. I also hear people screaming.
What's going on in there?
Oh my
Okay.
God.
We would like to
Talk about
give
my
you
mom like that.
give you a couple pointers. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
That's good because I wouldn't know what to do in that situation if you couldn't hear me okay. 10 questions, all of which 9 will be sports. The 10th may or may not be sports, okay? I asked Julia all these questions beforehand. You can get all 10 in a minute, but that just depends on if you know them all or not, okay? Are you ready? You can say skip, you can say pass, and you can have as many guesses on each question as you like. You just got to get all 10 right in a minute.
And I'm also changing something. I'm going to announce 30 seconds when it hits 30 seconds because I feel like the past two people may or may not have been watching the time actively, and that's not my fault. Just be more aware. But I will give you a 30-second announcement just so you have an awareness of the time. Anywho,
I
I'm
still
done
need you
talking
to do
now.
this, though.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, so just make sure you're looking on the. No, you got to hold it. Yeah, you're gonna be.
Oh,
yeah, double fisted.
oh.
Yeah, that's right.
I stopped listening.
That's okay. You just got to get 10 questions right.
Wait, she stopped listening to the question.
All right. Are we ready?
All right.
Are you good? Kenedict?
Yes.
Okay, let me know when you're-
The time will start after I
After-
read the first question.
Yes.
3, 2. Oh, hold on. I was wrong piece of paper.
Holy cow! It would have been the one from the previous show.
All right, here we go. You ready?
Football.
Football. Yep, it might be in there. Who knows? 3, 2, 1. Name the 3 NBA teams in California.
LA Clippers, Lakers, and the Kings.
Yes. What team were the Bills playing when DeMar Hamlin went into cardiac arrest?
Bengals.
Yes. Who ended up winning that game?
Nobody because they canceled.
Correct. Who is playing in the college football championship on Monday?
Georgia and TCU.
Correct. Who has the best record in the NBA?
Skip.
What team has the longest winning
30.
streak in NBA history?
What? Go next.
What 2 colors are the cards given in soccer?
Red and yellow.
Correct. In soccer, what part of your body can't hit the ball?
Your hands.
Correct. How many players are on a baseball field at once for one team?
9.
Correct. Name one of the 2 teams in the NFL
Oh,
that are. Oh, so close.
how many did she get? Or he? A dog, hat, butterfly? How many did the butterfly get right?
7.
I'm obviously a female.
I don't know.
She got 7 right, skipped 2, and we were talking about the last one.
That's the.
And
closest
I would
we've
just like to
been.
note that it took a little bit
Boston.
for them to pass on the 6th question.
that was true.
I will say this: that's the furthest anyone's gotten. Okay,
Hey,
Kennedy.
I barely got any.
Bro.
I just want you guys to know that I was bluffing you guys earlier. Because
Oh,
you guys were asking me
what do you mean
questions. I didn't want
earlier?
you guys to think I was.
Were you
dumb.
in communication with us earlier?
Hello.
Who are you?
Oh, this would be a good time to hang up. Anywho, hey, thanks for playing, Kenedict 22. Better luck next. Wow.
Come on.
Better luck
Yep.
next time. Next time, don't have help from your family members in the background, maybe.
What?
Oh,
Okay. All right. Thanks, Kennedy. Bye-bye.
Love you.
Love you. Bye.
love you. Bye. we should end that way with everybody.
Love you. Bye. So
Love you. Bye. You know what I'm talking about? The Jack Harlow video.
no.
No.
You ruined it.
No,
Yeah,
yes.
We were having such a good moment.
No. At the
And you
listen.
talk about an industry plant.
At the Grammys, he's getting interviewed by a YouTuber, and it's a girl, and he's ending it, and he goes, "Love ya, bye," and then she looks at the camera and she starts bursting out laughing. I wish I could pull it up for you. Okay, anywho, that's gonna do it for the Shoot Your Shot Hot Minute. Hey, that's the closest someone's gotten.
Okay, and listen, now everyone that's new here, you know. If you knew those questions, you're in like, here was the last question, by the way.
Oh wow.
Name one of the two teams in the NFL that are 14-3. Like literally more than half of the answers to these questions we have talked about on this show tonight.
14-3 would have been.
We talked about DeMar Hamlin in the game he was playing in. We talked about it getting canceled. We talked about TCU versus Georgia in the national championship. I mean, I can only do so much with my money, okay? I am not rich by any means.
Yeah, you're telling
But
me.
I'm still giving away my own money. And the only way I can give people money is if they know their
So know your. That's gonna do it. I feel like
That was I mean, this episode was fun.
we got 50 followers.
We got 51 followers.
Yeah, we talked about a lot, even though we haven't been here in 5 ever.
We have emotes.
We have emotes
Which
now.
obviously, I mean, it's so good. Like, listen, I have a number of people that are watching us right here, but I wouldn't be able to know that with how many people actually put stuff in chat. I mean, it'd be like 3 or 4 if you're just going off of the people who actually say stuff in chat. But no.
But
I mean, but chat loves the emotes apparently.
I love the emotes. I'm playing with them right now. Go Celtics. That's love. Yep.
Do you know that person?
No,
Okay, well, who cares?
I love them though. Hey, love you.
Love you.
Love you. That'll do it for our 16th episode, 2023
Is
and
it
me.
16?
It is.
Sweet. Get it? March.
Sweet
March is approaching. We
16.
didn't even talk about college basketball. We didn't even talk about the college basketball game that I went to.
We'll get to that. Well, maybe we can talk about that next week.
Yep.
that-
I gotta keep talking. Music.
That'll do it for our 16th episode. It's a new year, pretty much the same us. Hopefully everyone has a New Year's resolution. If not, then you're perfect. You're doing great. Lucky for you.
I'm gonna go be making money in 2023.
I'm gonna be looking for a job, and I'm gonna be looking for
looking for a
good one.
Julia,
Julia, Drake, Shoot Your Shot Podcast.
Also, I'm a 16. We are the Shoot Your
21.
Shot Podcast. I'm Drake. That's Julia. We will see both of you and all the rest of you next week.